The Canterbury Tales is actually a collection of your columns that you've written for the Financial Review. That's the only plug I'll ever give the Financial Review this year. As it says on the back, Australia's finest satirist. That quote was from me, actually.
Thank you very much.
Because I meant it. Now, do you think, Rowan, that being a satirist now is easier than before when there's so much of this insanity we've been talking about, so much fake religion, so much unreason? You got so much to write about. And by the way, funnily enough, with all this around, almost no other journalist does.
Well, Andrew, you remember my first two books of columns were called Beyond Satire and Way Beyond Satire. And it was certainly true for a while there that you couldn't, the madness of what was going on. But I've realised increasingly, particularly during COVID, but also the last few years, we're almost reliving historical craziness. And you can find, and the reason it's called the Canterbury Tales, it's one of my columns I did in the style of Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales, and I wrote it about these extraordinary characters.
I think it's one of your finest. I congratulated you on the day.
You did, I remember that. Thank you very much. And we see historical precedence to all this madness, particularly plagues and what you just showed with Julia Zemira, this kind of belief in strange cults and strange behaviours. Mankind has been through this before many, many times. We've got to learn from the past and the parallels with what is going on. So I'm really enjoying, at the moment, finding those historical, cultural parallels, and quite a few of my columns reference things in the past, historical precedents to what is happening now, and the satire comes out of that. And that's a great joy as a writer to be able to do that. But you're right, there's no shortage of material, and the world gets stranger and stranger.
Well, you might want to examine the fall of Münster, or the revolt in Münster. That was a collection of madmen to rival a collection of Julia Zemira's. How to get your book?
You can get a signed copy now on rowandean.com.au. That's www.rowandean.com.au. Thanks, Andrew.
Rowan, thank you so much for your time, and all the best with this book.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to head off and check my cue cards, consent cards, to check I'm doing it all right, Andrew. And I'll see you next year.
Yeah, I'm not going to even touch that particular joke. Rowan Dean, thank you so much.